I was pregnant. I was pregnant with my third child and was having some headaches and eye pain. So I made an appointment, went in, and my pressures were extremely high. Like so high that they kept using different devices to check my pressure and thought that something wasn't calibrated right. I didn't even know what glaucoma was. I knew that my mom had it. You know, at this point, being pregnant and having to walk through that place of knowing that I could lose my sight, it didn't give me very much hope. My husband's a football coach, so we were in Dallas. He was coaching there, and that's when I was diagnosed, was when we were all there and I was pregnant, and then we had our child there in Dallas, and then in December of last year, we found out that we were going to be Razorbacks. I knew I had to find a great school for my kids, and I knew that I needed to find a home. And then I knew that I needed to be able to establish some care with a glaucoma doctor, and that was very important to me. And so coming from Dallas, I thought, you know, if I have to, I'll just make the drive back each time I have a big appointment. When I came in for the first time to Vold Vision and I met Dr. Vold, he sat down with me and he pulled his chair close and he looked me eyeball to eyeball, and he really took the time to make me feel comfortable. Upon that visit with Dr. Vold and the comfort level that I had and the peace that I had after the conversation that the two of us had about the way that he manages care, I could just feel that he cared about his patients personally. I felt that someone was personally going to care about looking after me. And that was huge. And then knowing that when I bring my children in, he's going to care about them. And you know, that's the thing that's missing so many times with a doctor-patient relationship that I felt was different here. And that's why I chose to stay here at Vold Vision. And then knowing that Dr. Vold is on the cutting edge of different treatments and things, and the hope that that gave me was a huge part of my decision to continue my treatment here in Northwest Arkansas. So honestly, in the end, what it amounts to is a huge blessing for my family. We get to call the HOGS, and I have a great place to get my care for my glaucoma. When I found out that glaucoma was hereditary, I called my mom, and she didn't know. She didn't know to warn us. I have two younger brothers that I've always been extremely mothering toward and really protective of my two younger brothers. And so I called them immediately and just stayed on top of them. My mother and I both did until they were both checked. And now one of my brothers is being closely monitored. Learning about glaucoma piece by piece, and then coming to the realization this could happen at any age, just got me thinking, I really need to have my own children checked. And why would I wait? And so I went ahead and made appointments for them. And I discovered that one of them has high pressure. And you know, as a mom, that is just, I'm sorry. It's one thing to face a diagnosis yourself and know that your own vision is in peril in a way by the condition, but to know that your child will face that as well is, that's really difficult. So what's a blessing about that though is that now that we know that child's pressures are high, we are able to closely monitor that and stay on top of that. We have a baseline for that child going forward, and knowing that we can always refer back to when that optic nerve was completely healthy. So many people, like myself, don't know that they have glaucoma until there's already damage to the optic nerve, and that sight can never be regained. It's very important to me that people understand that glaucoma is hereditary and that it can happen at any age. Most people view glaucoma as a condition or a disease that affects people who are older. And so it is important for me to raise awareness that I was pregnant when I was diagnosed with glaucoma. If one person gets checked and realizes my grandmother has glaucoma, I should go in and get checked, and they're able to save any damage from happening to their optic nerve, to save their vision, That is a huge, huge thing.